There's a museum in California where you can spend the night, but this one's a World War II aircraft carrier. We'll be getting dinner in the mess hall, getting a tour after dark, and seeing what it's like to sleep inside a piece of US history. So let's go. On arrival, it's already so beautiful. You can actually see San Francisco from across the bay, and the ship is just huge. It's really overwhelming how big it is in person. We got all checked in, get assigned our rooms, and it really kind of feels like camp or like a real sleepover. You have to bring your own sleeping bags, your own pillows, and you can sleep in the berthing with like 40 bunks, or you can pay extra for your own stateroom. So the hangar is now the main part of the museum, and then you go through all the corridors to your quarters. And I think this is kind of the main part that's worth it, is that you get to explore this whole museum kind of on your own. Like, for the most part, you're free to wander once they show you around. There's set things to be at, but otherwise, you kind of get to explore the ship at your own pace. We did get a stateroom, and as you can see, it's very minimal. You got a desk and 2 beds and a closet, and that's kind of it. All bathrooms are communal. You'll make your way down to the mess hall for dinner, and while this is where they actually ate, it's not authentic Navy food, so that is a good thing. Then it's time for the tour of the ship after dark, and you need to bring a headlight or a flashlight because the ship is literally dark. They do have haunted tours available, but our group was more into history, and we had Ross, who actually served on this ship, so it was amazing to hear his memories and hear his explanation of everything.
Called the flight suit mess. Pilots that were not in the proper uniform couldn't eat in the wardroom. So if they were in their flight gear, they had to eat in here. If they were an officer that worked the flight deck but had a jersey on instead of a shirt, they had to eat in here. It was called, lovingly referred to as a dirty shirt.
My favorite part of the tour was getting to go on the flight deck at sunset. The USS Hornet is the 12th of 24 Essex class carriers. From there, we went up to the bridge to see where the captain would be at and to see where the steering and control would be. Ross said they had to train completely in the dark to be able to know their way around the ship.
So all the aircrafts that are out, the submarines are underneath the water, all the ships in the battle group, as you see right there, that would be a World War II size task force with the aircraft carriers in the center.
The tour is done completely in the dark, and we did make our way to some areas of the ship where it said that spirits of sailors might still be hanging around. And it certainly felt the spookiest in the sickbay. The tour ends at midnight, and from there you are free to roam about most of the ship on your own, but we opted to head to bed. It is an early wake-up call to have breakfast, and then you get to experience a little bit more of the flight deck, and from there you actually can hang out on the ship for the rest of the day, so until 5 p.m. Overall, I think this is one of the best museum sleepovers that you can do, and I highly recommend it, especially if you've ever been curious about what it's like being on a Navy carrier. Thank you for your service, Ross, and thank you to the USS Hornet Museum for preserving this piece of America's history. I linked everything below, and be sure to follow along for more.